Well, hello and welcome back. I'm Jeffrey Darty, and this is the gospel truth. And a lot of you are saying, what in the world is going on? What's he talking about? And I do owe you folks an explanation. You folks that have been here from the beginning of the beginning, you folks that have been here for quite a while, I do owe you an explanation. So what we're doing is I'm doing a little bit of a rebrand. And as you read, it's rest in peace, Christian Whistleblower. Hello, the gospel truth. And what we're doing is actually pretty simple. What we're doing is actually, I think it makes a lot of sense. And let me explain it to you. Christian Whistleblower is dead, said Chris Monet. Yes, I am going away from the Christian Whistleblower. It's not that I was wrong. It's just that I maybe wasn't completely right, and that there may be a better way to do this. I went up to Nashville and talked with my buddy Gary. We've known since we were 11. He's an expert in marketing. He's an expert in TV, radio, media production. Talked to one of his assistants, talked with his wife, who has over 20 years in the entertainment business. And the reason why I've decided to do this is because I am the Christian Whistleblower. I'll always be the Christian Whistleblower. And we will always be Christian whistleblowers. And yet the thing I recognize and the thing I understand now is that in being the Christian whistleblower, there was a couple of problems with that. Number one, it was focused on me. I'm the Christian whistleblower. Listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm showing you the way. I'm pointing out what's wrong. Listen to me, me. Listen to me. And I don't think that is the right way to go about it. I don't want people to be focused on me. I'm the Christian whistleblower. He's the Christian whistleblower. I'm the one with the message since John. I'm the one bringing this back. Me. That was one of the problems. It was too focused on me. And it came down in the end to, it was too easy for people to say, he's crazy. He hates the church. He's upset that his wife left him. He didn't get breastfed as a baby. I don't know if I did or not. But it was too easy to say, he is messed up. He's wrong. He's stupid. He's crazy. He's ugly. And his mom dresses him funny. And it was too focused on me. Me. I'm the Christian whistleblower. Hear me roar. Plus the fact that that was problem one. Plus being the Christian whistleblower, people that are of a Christian belief, probably 50% of them would never even listen to a word I had to say because I was the Christian whistleblower, blowing up Christianity. I remember asking Quinn, Gary's wife, what do I do? And she's like, well, are you like total atheist? You're a whistleblower on everything. There's no God. God's all dead. See, that was a problem. So the Christian whistleblower created some false impressions. It was too focused on me, and it made a lot of people who would probably watch and learn and at least experience what I had to say. It had a lot of people hating me and not listening to me before I ever said a word. Now I figured I'd at least let them get 5 minutes into a show before they started hating me and completely turned me off. So just do the math for a minute. How many Christians are there? I'm going to do this. How many Christians in let's say we have a worldwide reach, but let's just say the United States. How many Christians in the United States? Wow. 70% of the adult population in the United States identifies themselves as Christian. 70% of people in the United States profess themselves to be Christians. So if you're talking about 70% of the people in the United States being Christians, why don't you tell me how many damn people that is? So we'll do population of the United States. Population of the United States. 323.1 million. So that means if 10% would be 32 million. So that means there's over 200 million people. Over 200 million people call themselves Christians, over 200 million of them. And true, we've had some great effect. We have 7,000 followers nearly, but out of 200 million people, 100 million or more wouldn't even listen to a word I had to say because I come on here as a Christian whistleblower, breathing fire and rat bastarding them on the left, rat bastarding them on the right. Now, we're still going to be rat bastarding. We're still going to be breathing fire, but by changing the name to, the Jeffrey Daugherty Show, that's the name of the channel. You can't really change that. So being the Jeff Daugherty Show, and I go with Jeffrey, we might as well tell you the whole thing, because Jeffrey means the peace of God. So when I say Jeffrey, when people say Jeffrey, when people hear Jeffrey, whether they know it or not, harmonically, frequency, they hear the peace of God. So they hear something that speaks to their inner spirit. So they hear Jeffrey Daugherty. And then instead of the Christian Whistleblower, which is like nails on a chalkboard, I still love it. That's still who I am. That's still what I do. That's still who we are. But so we have Jeffrey Daugherty, peace of God. And then we have the gospel truth. So now you got 220 odd million people saying, the gospel truth, that resonates with me. Peace of God, Jeffrey, gospel truth. Okay, I'll hit play. I'll listen. And that is a 50% increase from Christian Whistleblower just by the change of a name. Okay, I'll listen. Message doesn't change. Just the presentation changes an itty bitty bit. So now 100, 150 million people that would not even listen to me and send me a nasty message that says you're the Antichrist will now listen. Like I said, 5 minutes in, they're probably still going to be as ticked off as they would have been before, but they'll get in 5 minutes. And I believe that by the end of September, we're going to be over 10,000 subscribers just from this one little change. Now, I'm warning you, the presentation's not going to change. The content's not going to change. But when you get it to the end of the day, it's not about me. So now instead of, I don't like the Christian Whistleblower, people have to say, I don't like the gospel truth. And what do? I show people the Bible, right? I show people the original languages. I show people the parabiblical scriptures. And I'm always pointing to the gospel truth. So now it's not about hating Jeff Daugherty anymore. It's not about hating the Christian Whistleblower. It's not about believing the Christian Whistleblower. It's not focused on the Christian Whistleblower. Now it's focused on the gospel truth. And that's where it should be. Because it doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is, what is the gospel truth and how are we going to relate to it? So we've only just rebranded. We're not talking about, it's not the Christian Whistleblower anymore. It's the gospel truth. And that's really the way it should be. It's not about me. It's about the gospel truth. And that's what the focus will be on now going forward. The focus is on the gospel truth. So more people are going to listen by the millions. So more people will like, more people will share, more people will subscribe. Yeah, and more people will get mad. That's okay. We're not really trying to draw people. We're trying to get information in people's hands. But it's going to explode. It's going to blow up. And I wanted to do this now while we're still relatively small, around the 7,000 mark. So those of you that have been with me from the beginning can understand and have a full, are knowing what I'm thinking, because I look at us as family. So if you're a visitor and you're hearing this, well, you saw behind the curtain and we asked you to keep our secret. Oh, now look what I did. I did this. So it's going to be Jeff. So what is that? The Freemasons? But that's the story. That's why we're going to the gospel truth. It takes the focus off of me and puts the focus on the gospel truth, which is really the important thing anyway. And people that aren't Christians, people that don't have any relation to Christianity, the gospel truth is not going to turn them off. He's just telling the truth. And again, I don't think I'm going to run anybody off. And I think I'm going to get I'd probably expand my platform of people that I can at least talk to by 50 to 75%, probably even 100% increase on people that I can actually say a few words to. And that's what it all comes down to, is getting a chance to tell the story to more people. So let's go to the chat room and let's see what the reaction of this is. Let's go back. I can't promise I'll stop the rat bastard thing, Chris. Okay, let's see what we have to say here. You so cray cray. Yeah, that's true. Mike Harrow's getting it. The polls are cooked. Yeah. Too bad. I was hoping you'd stop using the RB thing. Yeah, I'll take that under consideration. And I do think I have to speak to the masses. You're right, Mike Harrow. Thank you, Gabriel. He says it's smart. Out of 200 million so-called Christians in the USA, how many actually practice Christianity? Don't care. A dwindling number, I'll guarantee you that. I hope they do start to listen. I think they will. I love the gospel true and the Christian whistleblower. Thank you. Just an intuition. It may not be wisdom is all. I felt that for some time now. Oh, rat bastard. Yeah, you could be right. Honestly, it took a while to actually listen to Jeff because of that name. I didn't know exactly what the type of channel I was looking for. There you go. Very smart, Jeff. The goal is to bring the people the truth is far more important than a sentimental attachment to a title. I love that title. Christian Whistleblower. I dig it. It's who I am. It gives me that, and it's ego. I mean, let's face it. That's capital E, capital G, capital O, and that's the kind of stuff we got to let go of. And I guess that's a confession. Anger is just one piece of the grief people feel when they have to lay down those old beliefs. Hello, good day. Sounds like a good plan. The start of the new video should start neutral and then lead up to the word rat bastard at the end. That's true. Rat bastard thing cheapens. Okay, thank you. I get it. Rat bastard is like Rex dude's nanu nanu. Yeah, that's true too. But nanu nanu doesn't have the rhetorical smack that rat bastard does. The Sunday crowd just wants the reward, not the truth. That's true. Jeff, you need to reach the entire world to spears the truth. Yeah, ego gots to go. No doubt about it. So that's the whole thing about Christian Whistleblower. That's the whole thing about the gospel truth. Thank you, Sunshine On. I don't care. I really don't. I'm super impressed. Let go and let the truth do the work. So I just wanted to share that with you folks, the core. And it's interesting. We're at 7,000. That's a spiritual number as well. But we're about to explode. So I wanted you to know why. The main objective is to get the info out. It'll take a little while to quit saying CWB. Yeah, we got your back. Thank you. Spiritual badass. And we're still spiritual badasses. Don't even think that that's not going to be the case. But there you go. And I agree with you, Smarty Girl. We're not going to be cleaning up all of our message. We're not going PC around here. That's for sure. But rest in peace, Christian Whistleblower. We loved you. We know you're still alive in spirit. We know you're still around. And we really do have, this thing's built on the spirit of the Christian Whistleblower, and we still have the spirit of the Christian Whistleblower, and that's still what we do. Thank you, Sunshine On. That's what we do. That's who we are. But now it's not focused on me. It's focused on the gospel truth, and that's what we want. That's what we need. And thank you for being a part of this. I'm focused on what I've always been focused on. I'm going to be focusing on the message of the New Testament, verse of whether it's the message of Christ or the message of Paul. You choose. Here's the information. So to those of you that are with me, you are seekers of truth. You are followers of the gospel truth. You're seekers of the gospel truth. And as your fellow seeker in truth, I salute you. We'll be right back in a few minutes with some information about the 2 total eclipses, and we will be off rocking and rolling. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is the gospel truth, and I encourage you to unindoctrinate yourself.